Welcome to 2 on the 10.
Oh, we back on another episode of 2 on the 10.
Yes, sir.
I'm Paul.
I'm Mitch.
Greedy.
We feeling good this week. And, not bad. About to go to California again.
Okay.
Oh, Cali?
Yeah, we'll talk about the weekend, man. Boom, bang.
I'm up, Puff. I'm up.
Oh, no.
I'm up, Puff.
You the babe. Oh, I don't know. The babe struggling out there. Boy. Woo! What's going on with the people out there? I don't know. Anyway, man, we back. How was your weekend? I mean, I ain't going to get into the weekend yet. I just want to see how y'all are doing first. Oh, okay?
I'm cool. I'm tired.
You tired?
Yeah.
You always tired.
I'm tired of hearing Nick's crying about his gambling addiction.
Balls, motherfucker.
It's money tonight, baby.
Yeah, there we go. We all little gamblers up there.
It's been a good week.
Sometimes you have these kind of weeks, like I said, like especially when, football season comes around, playoff baseball, fucking basketball's right around the fucking corner. This is the fun time. This is when like all the sports like collide in one. You got football, baseball, basketball, and hockey, all like fucking merge as one. This shit. That's when the shit gets.
And the elections?
Bro, they ain't bring that shit up. Okay, we. I just want it over. I need my TV back, motherfucker. Every 5 minutes there's a commercial on fucking one person or another. I just want to watch my shit in peace. Anyway, all right. Nick, I'll start with you, Greedy. How was your weekend, brother?
Good. I didn't really do much. Just cleaned up the house a little bit. Mm-hmm. I had to get all the water out from the mermaid leaving.
You dirty bastard.
Mopped up and, got a bucket and a mop. So, yeah, didn't really do much.
So you say it was wet all over the joint?
I mean, it was messy. Let's just say that.
Like a day at SeaWorld?
Yeah. So I got it cleaned up though. I got some furniture. I got some new couches.
Oh, look!
Shout out to my boy Justin for hooking me up.
There you go.
His loss is my gain. He's moving in with his girl, so he's getting rid of some of his shit.
Okay, there you go.
I was going the opposite direction, so
yeah, I got you.
I got some couches. I got a mattress bed from him. So
I got you.
For the guest room in my house, and yeah, so. Pretty low-key weekend, but good.
You know what? We have to go back. I think we have to go back to, I think it was the beginning of this year's episode. Yeah. And we all talked about like relationships and stuff like that. And kind of see what we talked about and see where we're at over and under. I don't remember. We didn't write that shit down, so we should have.
I think the over-under was 1.5, and we're at 1 right now. But we still got one competitor in the mix. And we got a couple months left, so.
Okay. You never know.
Okay. It was for the year. Was it for the year? Was it for the year?
Engagement by the end of the year, over under 1.5.
Okay. So
was it for the end of the year or was it a year's time?
Yeah, I thought it was year's time frame.
Well, we did it was like the first of the year, so.
I thought it was. I actually thought it was within the year. Who knows?
Was it within a year or a calendar year?
Again, I don't know.
I mean, because our 50th show was in a little bit after January.
I think it was.
I'm going off our 50th show. Okay, that's what I'm going on. I'm going after our 50th show.
Okay.
I think that was our 1 year.
Our 50th show was 1 year would have been back in March.
Would it?
Yeah.
Okay, then I'm going after 1 year.
Yeah, I'd say I'm
going off the 1 year anniversary.
Time. I agree.
I'm going one year's time. Yeah, exactly. All right, we'll see. We still got the 1.5 rolling. Yep. We got overtime, all that stuff, to go through. So we're in probably like
kind of like the Bucks Falcons game.
We're probably in the late third quarter right now. You know what I'm saying? It's a back and forth game. Yeah. They fumbled on the goal line. So. Okay. All right. I'm with it. All right, but Greedy, go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, I was going to say that's about it. It's been a good week of sports betting, though. Mm-hmm. The Greedy hat is true to form.
It's in effect, bro.
I've picked 9 of 9 winners in baseball playoffs so far.
There you go.
2 4-leg parlays.
There you go.
Back-to-back nights, and then I picked the Mets tonight, but I had them parlayed with some other shit that day.
This is the only time I've heard you talk about your great picks. So what about the other 20 weeks?
He's the
other 20 weeks in a row. Hey, okay, I want everybody to roll this back. When was the last time he talked about all the picks he hit?
Hey, you know what?
Again, I'll just say this, a word of advice. When you have somebody that always talks about their winning and they never mention they're losing.
I lose all the time. I break even. I don't talk about break even.
Hey,
there's nights
that you ever seen the meme about the online sports bettor One night he hit, so he's like, he's up, and then he's down. He's fucking all pissed off.
That's this guy.
Hey, I'm 72 and 72.
And
I was 9 for 9 if you don't count the past 5 weeks.
Hey, look, all it
I
is.
just said,
Hey, you got to
Major
be
League
positive.
Baseball playoffs.
You got to be positive at the end. That's what I'm saying.
I'm gonna throw a little something together for tomorrow, Paul. I'll send it your way.
Okay, all right. You got some? You got to do it in the morning, bro. I'm leaving for California. I leave. My flight leaves at 10:30.
What part of Cali you going to this time?
I'm going to LA.
Cali?
Okay, LA, okay.
LA. I'm going out there for Baby J's fucking birthday. So,
Oh,
you know what
nice.
I'm saying?
Happy birthday, baby Jay.
Yeah.
Happy birthday.
Yeah,
Baby J, do the jerk.
Yeah. So we're going, we're going to eat out there on the water and stuff like that.
There you go.
Do some good things.
Which place you decide to go to?
She made the reservations. We're definitely not doing Mastro's in Malibu because everybody's just like, that's boo-boo. So we're not doing
Maybe.
Mastros on Malibu. That's boo-boo.
Yeah, but that's what that's what I've been told. So I'm like, I'm going what I've been told. So we're not doing that. But she has a good place that we're going to go to definitely for her birthday.
You know what's right across the street from the sushi place
What's that?
in Malibu?
What's that?
McDonald's.
McDonald's on the water?
Because you're right. No, it's just across the PCH.
Catch a fillet of fish.
From what's it called? From Nobu.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my God!
You go get a fillet of fish and look out. You can almost see the water. Hey, baby, I know we were talking about going someplace nice.
And listen, I'm gonna take you right on the water, girl. You're gonna love this place. It's gourmet. What if they had a fucking McDonald's right on the water and shit?
I'm sure somewhere in the world they do.
Listen, McDonald's.
They're a real estate company. They ain't and a burger
Listen,
company.
I want to be real because I rarely eat McDonald's. Now I can't eat it a little bit more now that with my girl just because her son be bringing home chicken nuggets all the time. But
You stealing his nuggets?
hey, that's not even business. but yeah, you got to.
Hey, he thinks they come. He thinks
pay
they.
to live here,
Hey,
motherfucker.
he thinks they come in a 3-piece.
You
He's
gotta
gonna be
pay-
older and be like, give me another 3-piece nugget. Like 3-piece nugget, they don't serve those.
Listen, you got to pay rent to live with this bitch, right? Okay. But anyway, no.
17 nuggets a week.
How many? When you were a kid, man, did you just crave McDonald's? Like every time, like I could tell, like every time you fly by McDonald's, you're like, Mom.
Yeah, it was McDonald's or Burger King.
Yeah.
I liked them both.
I was
McDonald's and
so
Burger King.
like back east, it was McDonald's, or it was we had Royal Rogers, or we had Long John Silver's. That was another fucking point.
I
as
think
a kid-
Long John
as a
Silver's.
kid,
I love me some Long John.
I think that's a front for something because you never see anybody in there in the drive-thru, but they all over the place. Like, what the fuck is going on? When's the last time you heard someone say, "Yeah, I stopped by Long John Silver's today"?
Listen,
literally. When's the last time either of you heard someone say,
Actually,
"You went to Long John
I went
Silver's"?
within the last year, and
Did you?
I ordered a few things because my mom wanted me to pick her up something,
Yeah.
whatever. Can you go to Long John Silver's? I'm like, are you serious? Next thing you know, I'm ending up spending $40 on Long John Silver's.
Right. But that shit used to be. I mean, their tartar sauce was fire back in the
All I know is it's a grease pit. Like their fish. Don't get me wrong. It is so greasy.
Listen, we own. I'm not talking about now. We
I hear you.
listen.
And the food ain't the food.
Like last week, you were talking about you be older and wiser.
Yeah.
Listen, we older and wiser.
Yeah.
We know better now. But back then,
Oh yeah, no.
that shit was fucking like eating that bathroom.
See, I got to tell you this stuff. For me, I didn't like fish till I was
Really?
except for the fillet of fish. Like I didn't like fish till like I was probably, to be honest, in college.
Really? Okay.
Never
gotcha.
liked
Yeah, my taste buds.
Really?
My taste buds.
Until I started drinking, and then I could, do some sake bombers and get some sushi.
Bro. You throw. Man,
no,
hey,
no,
so-
I love fish. No, I love
You throw some back in the day. You throw some tartar sauce on that. Bit?
yeah.
Oh my God, your shit was so fun.
Yeah, no. It's and don't get me wrong, keep in mind the recipes for all the foods are different.
Yeah.
In the last 20, 30 years.
Yeah, I mean, they been throwing more fucking
cheese,
GMOs and shit like that.
potatoes,
Yeah,
to everything, everything.
Like it's crazy when we're growing up. Here's the thing. You think about it, and everything is got to be fast. It's got to be cheap. Now, but growing up, actually, I mean, it's gonna sound weird, but fast food when we were growing up was a lot healthier when we were growing up than it is today. I mean, as healthy as it could be. You know what I'm saying?
For what it was.
Yeah, I think back in the day they used to use real potatoes. The chicken used to be real chicken. You know what I'm saying? Like and the beef used to be real beef. You know what I'm saying? So it was like growing up. It was fast food, but I remember when Happy Meals were fucking $1. You know what I'm saying? You can go and get a toy. a fucking a cheeseburger and some fries and a drink for $1.
The biggest highway robbery now is Taco Bell, man. I remember 59, 79, 99.
Oh,
you
yeah.
go at $4 and eat like a king at Taco
Yeah.
Bell. Now $4, you're lucky if you get a glass of water and a bean burrito for $4.
That's the one thing that people gotta be careful. Well, they're not careful, whatever. But like, if you think you're gonna save money just because it's fast food, you're fooling yourself. You gotta watch what you're ordering, and you gotta know how to order it. And you notice what they do too, like McDonald's. They'll have deals, but they don't show the deals when they get to the counter.
Yeah.
You kind of have to know the deals, or go look for them, or go, whatever, or go into the punch screen and go specials, because it's like the two for. They'll look right, like I do like the egg McMuffin at McDonald's, right? So every once in a while they have that sausage McMuffin with egg or whatever the hell it is.
2 for $5.
Yeah, 2 for $5 or 2 for $4, whatever it was. 2 for $5. If you don't see that shit or you don't know how to order it, you're paying $4.99 for one.
Yeah, it's like $4.89 for one or 2 for $5.
Yeah.
Even if I only want one, I order 2.
But you're talking about
I'll hand it out.
You're talking about McDonald's breakfast. Tell me, even to this day, the potato cakes. The
The hash browns. I was thinking potato cakes.
I'm thinking Arby's, but
Yeah, they brought those back too.
I know, but the hash browns.
The hash browns are still money.
Oh my god!
Man,
You know what I used to do?
I put them in the egg McMuffin.
Bro, but I don't fuck with eggs. I take the egg out. You got the sauce. I get the sausage biscuit.
Yeah.
and throw me a little hash brown in there.
Yeah.
Oh, you want it? Oh,
How about this? This is gonna be real old school. Any of y'all remember when they used to have the Danish?
the Danish? No.
That was the best.
No.
Danish ever.
Sausage. Go to get the sausage McGriddle.
Yep.
Sausage McGriddle with the fucking.
Hey, you know who has actually really good breakfast right now? Wendy's.
What?
Wendy's, they do breakfast burritos now. I got a sausage breakfast burrito. Fucking delicious.
I stopped fucking with Wendy's ever since fucking Dave died. When Dave died, the whole fucking thing, the meat changed, everything. It didn't fucking change the same. I used to fuck Wendy's up like it was.
Is Wendy still alive, though?
No, I think she gone. No, it was named after his daughter that died.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
Oh, shit. R.I.P. Wendy.
Yep, exactly. But no, I mean to cut you off. You finish up?
Yeah, I'm down.
You done, motherfucker?
Whatever. Nobody gives a shit anyway.
What you got, Titano? Your weekend was like?
It was pretty like.
Well, that's great. Let's go on to the next question. Hey, back, baby. I was waiting for that shit.
Got it.
So let me talk about my bets. I'm 3 for 3 today. But you won't hear from me for 5
I
months.
was waiting for that one. Go ahead.
waiting.
But no, so that was cool. It was chill. I'm trying to think. Other than just kind of keeping it local around the crib. It was a little too hot to hit the bike. Actually, it was one of the hot weekends.
What the fuck? Hold on. Hold on. I'm gonna have to cut you off right now. What the fuck is going on with this weather, bro?
First of all, it's not. Thankfully, it's not as bad as last year.
What do you mean it's not as bad as
130 days straight of 115 plus?
Bro, we had.
We haven't had that.
But it's been like over 100 days of fucking over 100 degrees so plus.
All I know is this: we had a very good week.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
90s,
I thought
late
we were,
80s.
Exactly. I thought we were going downhill, right?
Yeah, but keep in
then
mind.
it fucking
Keep
goes
in
back.
mind. I know this much. The one thing I learned when I first moved out here, went to my first Halloween party, it was 90 degrees at night.
Yeah. I
So it's hot. You got to get through Halloween.
Yeah.
You got to get through Halloween out here.
Listen, I can deal with 90 degrees, bro.
At night.
But
with your costume on.
But 110 right now?
Yeah, no. But again, that's
Come on,
that's
man.
where
We
that's
gotta
where
stop.
that's where I always knew that. Sometimes you got to get out of October to really enjoy, the weather. I mean, but again, after the next weekend, we'll start getting a reality.
Hopefully, man, because
see.
it teased me 2 weeks ago. It teased me because the night times were getting beautiful.
I agree. I'm just
I thought we was going back. I was like, yeah, it's just why I live in Arizona. And all of a sudden, fucking go to California for a weekend, come back, it's fucking hot as Hades balls and shit.
But yeah, no. So yeah, no. Just chill. Was able to smoke a couple cigars out on the Moose patio.
Okay.
Did some drinks for Friday night. Kind of just chilled. Did like movie night. And ran some. Hold on. What food spot? I know we did a food spot on Saturday. I can't even think of it, man. But then we just did movies and stuff like that. And then Sunday we did. Sunday started the day off catching football. Went to Sal's Gilbert Pizza.
Okay.
And you know what? I had to bring it back. So first of all, for anybody that knows, if you go to Sal's, it's half off wine bottles.
Okay.
So we just chilled with a Pinot Noir bottle. Watched for the first half of the games.
There you go.
They have an amazing Caesar salad. That salad's amazing.
Dope.
Chris likes the white slice, for pizza.
Okay.
Then I had a pizza and then had to take it home. But I just made sure I got a double cheese. double cheeses because I had to, and because it's not super busy on Sundays, they made that thing perfectly. That was one of the money pizzas.
Really?
I'm in this pizza group. I took a picture of it, and people were like, oh, okay, I see what you're saying. Some people, I used to like Sal's, or I don't quite get the hype. I mean, and all I can say is there's about 5 or 6 places in Arizona, I think I said this last time, that have a great cheese slice. And it's just how consistent can you get it, And again, for New York, we're just talking New York in this. And it's funny, I talked to the guy that works the bar at Sal's because we were talking about Trevor's for a second. And he said the same thing to me. He goes, it's kind of funny because remember what I told you? He goes, man, I think it's good. It's really good. The crust is too thin. And that's exactly what I said. Remember, that's one of the first things I said. The crust is too thin. And this other guy that was like, I'm from Jersey. I'm going to, he's all asking me where it's at. I'm going to check it out next week. Check it out again for yourself. But hey, amazing pie. Probably because I had it ordered at 11:30. And a half hour, they already had their ovens cooking, and then, wasn't too busy. So I got the pie right, whatever, it was amazing. Definitely, I might even do that again this weekend just because it was such a good sauce.
I will agree with that because I met up with Mitch on Sunday, and I left there and I ordered a extra cheese pizza from Sal's, picked it up on my way home, had that shit for dinner, mashed the whole thing, medium pizza myself, Sunday night. So,
and again,
it was
and again, there's times where what I'm expecting from Sal's, again, probably like an 8 or a 9.
Yeah.
And it's like a 6. A 6, when we're talking critical, is still good. Pizza, you're not throwing it out, you're not kicking it out your bedroom, But in the same token, it's just not what you expected, And again, it's just consistency and quality. And so yeah, but no, it was good. Probably even do that again this next weekend. So that was for that. And then let's see what else. As far as weekend, I'm trying to think. I know. Let's see. Chris got down this week on food.
Yeah, you told me about the steaks.
Bro. Yeah. So 2 things. Like what's it called? It's crazy. I got to shout out my girl on that stuff because she like, I don't really cook. I can do this or like tuna and cottage cheese, all the stuff she eats, type stuff like But no, she gets down with the flavors, spices. Like she's cooked a couple steaks now, and then so this time we got. I found some prime, and there's this sirloin at Costco, but they were just clean cuts, not too much fat, like fat on my steaks. And so she seasoned the hell out of those steaks. The texture, honestly, probably the best sirloin I've had. And again, because the only thing I could think comparable would be that baseball sirloin over at the Keg. The Keg. And the funny thing is, when you go to the baseball sirloin at the Keg, you have to order it. You can't even order it medium. You got to order it medium rare. Medium rare.
Really?
Or they have to fillet it.
Yeah. Because they can't even. They're saying we can't cook a thick ass steak. Because probably too many complaints, too many people sent it back.
Yeah.
And no, she hit that medium. Just perfect. You look at the steak, you're like, this is perfect. A little crusted on the outside with like what she does. She has a little blue cheese encrusted too.
Got you.
And like obviously the garlic.
So she cooked that motherfucker perfect in the oven.
Yeah. And then obviously let it sit
about like 300, 325.
I'm about to get her secrets on that one. And so we're talking about a couple other things to try. Like might have to step it up to a Wagyu once, or whatever.
Okay.
But where to
get the Wagyu from is, right?
Well, I know a few spots, but I mean,
okay. I mean, out here, you want to get it at the Asian Mark, get H Mark.
Okay.
Yeah, get it off. On Main Street.
And so she killed that. And then early in the week too, she actually goes, I want to make meatballs. So like we're at the gym, and then right after the gym, she goes, I need to get an ice cream scooper. And I'm like, what do you need an ice cream scooper for? To scoop the meatballs, right? So she was doing meatballs. She did half beef, half pork, put them together. This, again, got a little crust on the outside, like Did it in pasta. Was amazing, and then had the one thing I'm starting to get, like we ate in all week, like all week, which is
and how much you save,
which is for me is amazing because I'm a Mr. Eat Out all the time back in the day, and then you start looking at the quality of the meals we're having, and it's like we're having steak, and then here's the thing, like we go to Costco, we get the steaks, have an amazing steak that's a restaurant quality, top-notch restaurant quality. Then the next day we'll cut it up and either have steak bowl with the Japanese sauce and the rice. Or we'll have a steak salad.
Okay, there you go.
So those are
so
days.
that's what I'm saying. That leftovers.
Yeah, the leftovers.
Well, I'm a leftover king, bro.
And then what's it called? Like the meatballs. Oh, amazing. So we did it in pasta, red sauce, whatever. Next day, meatball sandwiches.
Gotcha. There you
and
go.
so again, and then like, I mean, just doing it kind of like that. So I've been loving that. And then we kind of start picking our meals on the weekends.
Gotcha.
One, does it save money? 2, time. I mean, well, she actually puts a lot of time in it, but like time going out getting stuff, running around and stuff, and then. And then also, just kind of, I mean, even if you're the one preparing the food, you know what, it's going to be healthier. You know, it's going to be, a little bit, real food. You know what I mean? Stuff like that too.
I mean, as real as you can get.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Yeah, exactly. In this day and age. So no, that's about it.
That's hella dope. Hella dope, man. Yeah, man. I just, as far as my weekend, I just got back from San Francisco.
Yeah, area.
Yeah. I was, I was alluding to the Bay. Went out there to go.
What'd you say? You were looting in the Bay?
Yeah, essentially, that's what the fuck they were out there doing. But
no, they don't arrest under $1,000.
Yeah. Oh, it's funny that you mentioned that. So I have to stop at the CVS and go grab some more deodorant and stuff. Mm-hmm. And I can hear a dude yelling, "Put that back! Put that back! Put that back!" It's a homeless dude just grabbing everything, like all types of shit. They have first of all, if you go into CVS, they have everything locked up, but they have like the little shit, the breath mints and the out toys and all that shit out. This motherfucker just taking handfuls, and they can't do a motherfucking thing about it because they won't come arrest them on fucking $1,000. So the homeless dudes just come in there and it's fucking just pillage up in that bitch. It's fucking crazy. And so down there they got, I call it. It looked like the zombie apocalypse. Mm-hmm. They got people just walking around, just zombied out, shirts off. It's just wild, bro. I mean, they're not gonna fuck. That's the thing is the homeless dudes ain't gonna fuck with you at all. They're zombied out. They're just walking around. You walk past them, whatever, but they're just yelling. It's just, it sounds like that, but it's fucking crazy. Normally, I stay down at Fisherman's Wharf, so I don't normally go to like downtown. But I wanted to try something different, so I stayed downtown.
So no lobster roll this weekend?
No, I didn't get a chance. We ate too much.
No crab chowder, sourdough bowl.
Oh my gosh!
No Ghirardelli square ice cream. Oh, you're lactose intolerant. Never mind.
Nah, I wanted to get it, but my girl, you wake up, my girl's like, I'm hungry. I'm like, fuck. All right, we're gonna go get something. But we did walk through.
That was a good impression.
We did walk through Chinatown. Then we walked up to Little Italy. Ate this place called Barbara's, and the shit was fire. Though it was, I ain't gonna lie, it was some of the best Italian food that fucking I've tasted. It was
better than Fazoli's.
Fazoli's, no.
Now Paul's in he likes the Olive Garden stuff.
No, Olive Garden probably better than Fazoli's, bro. Cause y'all suspect on you.
Hey, they got Fazoli's in Mason now. You can go check it out again for the first time.
Some of y'all suggestions you gotta fucking take with a grain of salt. But anyway, no, this place was fucking right. Like I was highly impressed. We sat at the edge, cause people watch and shit like that. Then when you got done eating, it was so full. I was trying to tell her, I'm like, save some room. I wanted to get the bread bowl with the clam chowder, but we were so fucking full. We walked down the Fisherman's Wharf, walked down there, got some drinks and shit like that. Saw the seals that were, the big ass fucking seals down there. Saw, you could see Alcatraz.
They eat better than the people.
They fucking do, but we're just walking around there. It was, you know what? The one thing I do like about San Francisco is you can walk. It's kind of like San Diego, where you can walk all over the place. You can see different stuff, and it's a big city, but it's a city that's walkable for certain parts and stuff like that. But I'm just, bro, they gotta clean up now. They gotta clean it up. It's as bad as like the outskirts are better, because if you go down there by what's that, Oracle Park, where the Giants play, it's nice. It's beautiful. They're starting to do shit down there. You know what I'm saying? And they need to move that a little bit. And Oracle Park is only 10 minutes from downtown. You know what I'm saying? It's a 30-minute walk from downtown, but 10 minutes. And they can easily do that. But I don't know how the fuck they do. To me, what I would do, I'd take all the homeless people and put them in one area. That way you fucking just...
Like a camp?
Like a FEMA camp?
Well, not a FEMA camp, motherfucker, a homeless camp. You know what I'm saying? You just can't have them roaming all over the fucking place, pissing everywhere, fucking up shit. Another thing they're doing in fucking the Bay Area, I guess it's in the culture now, and this is something I knew fucking back in the day when I was a little fucking hoodlum. What you break a spark plug battery,
Nipping?
Yeah, and then you throw it against the fucking window and it shatters.
Yeah, except they go down the street and do 20 of them.
Yes. Bro, but it's all, all these fucking windows have like shattered. You know what I'm saying? but I guess it's like part of the culture now down there.
The Bay Area culture. It's called bipping.
Yeah, so got you.
They even talk about it when you rent a car at the airport. They'll leave your cars unlocked and maybe even your windows rolled down.
Really?
But yeah, they'll leave your cars unlocked. Nothing in the car visible. Nothing in the car. Period. Nothing in the car visible. And then even like Starbucks, don't park. Whatever. Like whatever. It's crazy, man.
Yeah, it was. I mean, it was just wild because I was there like 4 or 5 years ago, and it wasn't like that, man. It wasn't.
Well, the world's different 45, but it's definitely.
I got you, but it wasn't. It
extreme.
wasn't like it was just. It was dirty.
It's almost
dirty,
like Book
bro.
of Eli-ish and shit.
Yeah, it was just dirty as fuck. Because normally San Francisco ain't dirty like that. It was like super dirty and shit.
Do you think the politics is what got it to where it's at?
I mean, it's definitely. I mean,
Man, they got Gavin Newsom, baby.
Yeah, but here's my
You got it
thing.
under control.
Here's my thing. We talked about this a little bit in the green when we had a friend that looked at it. He was kind of trying to explain to me what they're trying to do down there. What reason why they're like letting everything go into shit.
Was his name Lefty Grove?
I guess this is why they're trying to do it. Basically, he said they're trying to gentrify the population and down there. So basically, what they're trying to do is like make it go to Gotham City, and then come in there and
Buy it up pennies on the dollar and rebuild it.
and then build it back up. So that's what I'm saying, like an 8 to 10 year plan and stuff like that. Because here's the thing, they've moved everything out of Oakland. They don't have one sports team in Oakland. Oakland is fucking crazy as fuck. But the crazy thing is CC Sebastian and CC Sebastian has a group that bought a big plot of land that's on the bay. And they want to do a big like not sports arena, but they want to do like a big like shopping and a themed area and stuff like that. But my thought is, how are you gonna get motherfuckers to go to that shit when Oakland is fucked up as fuck right now? You know what I'm saying? Oakland worse than San Francisco. I mean, the Bay right now is crazy.
Well, I'll tell you this. I don't want to put too much out there, but Ryan's got a project with Ronnie 2K, the dude from 2K Sports, and they got a building right a couple blocks away from Oracle Arena.
Yeah, but they only try to do that for like a quick hit, though.
Yeah, maybe. I mean,
what he told. If it's the same project he told me, what's it? When's the All-Star game?
The All-Star Game's this February.
This February. Yeah. They're trying to do a quick hit and then they out that bitch.
Yeah, possibly.
Yeah.
And
So
again, I don't know what we're supposed to be talking about.
I know, sorry, but anyway, I mean, they don't know. I mean, these motherfuckers, they'll figure out. They were like, oh, maybe that's what Mitch and Paul were talking about. Maybe,
But yeah, so anyway, so I always express my concerns with the area, and even though it's higher rent district and supposedly a lot more secure, you just never know. I mean, I'll put this way: the 49ers situation over at Union Square opens up a lot of eyes,
Right.
and I'm not saying it's going to happen like that or whatever else, but we're getting into times again. Like we're getting into times where people are more desperate, people don't give a shit, and there's copycats and inspiration by all this bullshit.
But that's the reason why they took. I mean, let's be real. The 49ers aren't even in San Francisco.
Yeah, I mean,
They're in Santa Clara.
well, I mean, it also serves the Bay Area a lot better than trying to go into town for games and that. I mean, I remember the Candlestick Park days.
Yeah.
I mean, what's it called? You used to have to go through the hood to get up to the. I mean, it's like
you've been back. I mean, you seen Oracle Park. That's beautiful.
No,
that area is beautiful.
That's like going to a football game in LA right now.
Yeah.
I mean,
That's right in Inglewood, baby.
so I mean, but it seems like as crazy as it sounds, Inglewood's a little more spaced out.
Yeah.
San Francisco is on top of each other.
Yeah, but when it's funny, they have the big huge in LA, the big huge complex. You got the Chargers and Rams Stadium. Right next to it, you have a big ass casino complex and the Clippers Stadium that they just built. And then all around it is just all like the hood, basically.
Right.
There's no entertainment district outside of the land that they're building all this stuff on. In the places you have to park.
Right.
You hope your car's there when you get back.
Right. I got you.
It's funny though, real quick too, I wanted to point out that the person I believe you talked to, that said about all the gentrified rebuying the land and stuff. Because I mean, technically, that's a conspiracy, right? I mean, in theory, like the definition of a conspiracy, because it's not like these rules are in place for somebody else to buy the land. You know what I mean?
Well,
no.
Well, here's the thing. I think it's speculation based on speculation on base.
And I agree.
It's speculation based on what.
Yeah.
It's no reason for the politicians to make certain rules for this to go on because any any city is allowed to come in and what was it called? Intimate domain, or what's it called?
Eminent domain.
Eminent domain. Any place. So I think that's what they're trying to. I can see that's what they're trying.
Well, plus, you know, Google is abandoning one of their centers, right? Like just leaving it, walking out
in the Bay.
Yeah.
Fuck, man. Well, you told me that fucking In-N-Out. What was it? In-N-Out.
In-N-Out over by Emeryville, which is one of, just to give you an idea for people that, you know, Emeryville is right by the water before you hit the Bay Bridge. You know, so before you hit Oakland, you know, it's right by the water. It used to be one of the most beautiful spots. Put this way, I went to 2 proms there. Like that's where they had the proms. Was on the water at the hotels right there in Emeryville. And the Emeryville, I believe it's the Emeryville, was the Oakland Emeryville In-N-Out that they shut down. Making money, profitable, but just not safe.
Yeah.
Not safe. They didn't want their employees around it. They didn't want their customers.
Hey, but here's the thing. When you have such a populated area, it's much harder to burn it down like they do Maui, to regentrify it and put in what they want and take over the land. So they just slum it into the ground
see,
until everybody moves out and the property values go down. Then they buy in and they build it back up, put all the laws back in place. And now they're billionaires.
Well, see, that's what I was going to actually just finish saying when I said the person you talked to was that when the first Californians were coming, fires were around, I spoke with this gentleman and, you know, very, very close person to me, the same person we're talking about.
Right.
And I said, you know, hey, this PG&E shit don't fly. Is this? No, that's not what it is. It's this. I'm just saying straight up. And I go, man, you know, look who owns PG&E. Part of it was the Rothschild family. Why are they even owning California Power? You know, why are the power going out? The fire doesn't burn the same way. This was the original, the fire doesn't burn right in the past that Maui's going on and other places are going on. And again, some of the most, you know, insane areas, whether it's with the wine, you know, wineries by Napa to Santa Rosa to Northern California, the brush fires. When I lived there, I don't care what anybody says, because I've argued with different people about this. Those conditions did not exist to the extremes they are, and they're going to say, "Oh, it's because everything, the land got brushier, and the powers, the lines got older and older." And that's also a great narrative. But again, it's similar, and it's just interesting because I mentioned this, and there was no way, not even blah blah blah. And now at least I'm glad that person's open-minded. You know, I'm glad that person's open-minded. They're a very brilliant person, obviously, but they're open-minded not to just, you know, what the agenda is being pushed in front of us now, you know, to other possibilities, you know. So it's funny you said that too on, you know, Maui, because it's the same.
No, yeah, it's just you can't burn down a major city. So if you want to buy it and take it over for pennies on the dollar, because let's be real, San Francisco became some of the most expensive real estate in the world. Maybe Lower Manhattan would be the other place, and then look what they did to that, and now it's built back up, and all the money that got poured into that after 9/11. It's crazy down there. Like you can afford to walk down the street almost.
So that's what
they're going to do the same thing, in a different way.
So that's what I'm saying. Is San Francisco going to get to the point where it's just, like I said, it's Gotham City down there, and then the city's just going to come in and say,
"Well, I think
it's already there. It's already getting there."
Well, I'll tell you this. I think
no. It's bad, but it's getting worse.
No. I think it's twofold. It's the, you know, land grab, eventually setting up the property values, land grab, getting the people they want out. And 2, it's setting up the narrative that the police can't police it. Let's bring in the AI, the 5Gs, the drones, the 6Gs, the robots, you know, the dogs, the computer dogs, all that shit, you know.
Hey, the first part is you get the homeless in and the drugs, and then you kill all the retail, so all the retail leaves.
Right.
So then all these people that own this property for retail, they can't rent it out anymore because nobody wants to have a store in there.
Right.
So then they end up having to sell, or they go bankrupt or whatever. Then people buy in at pennies on the dollar. They can sit on it because they're not paying the full rate. They're paying fraction of the dollar to just own the land. And then they wait it out till everything that they can buy back up. And the people that are in these nice apartments and things that don't even want to come out of their house because, you know, there's people shitting in their front lawn and laying in the street. They eventually just decide, hey, I'm just out of here.
Well, it's not worth the money you're paying to live like that, to live around that, you know.
And it brings everything down. And then the billionaires that have the money don't give a shit. They'll invest and wait 20 years, and then, bam, they build it back up, and it's, you know.
Yeah, I got you.
It's the slow pay. It's not as quick as just, you know, starting a fire and burn it down. But
before we go to the next topic, just because you are expert in the Bay, where does the middle class to low income families, where do they go? Where do they go in the Bay?
I was going to say Central California.
No. So here's what's been happening, because my city's Vallejo. Honestly, one of the best, if not the best, city to live in land-wise, right? Weather-wise, location.
Yeah.
You're an
That's
hour
why you have
from
so much homeless.
Yeah, you're an hour from Sacramento if you're heading north. You are on the water, and you're 45 minutes from San Francisco. You're 30 minutes from Oakland, so you're right there, centrally located. But what happens is as this stuff starts pushing, because they've had this a few times, in the last 20 years, people from Oakland and Richmond, which are hardcore areas, and some of the less desirables of San Fran, start moving north. And technically, they always used to call it like farm, like especially when you get past Vallejo, you get to Vacaville, you get to Dixon's farmland. Now it's all being built up, but it's pushing everybody. So now Vallejo, which has had a history, people like when I was running around there, we respected our older, the older brothers, the older cousins, people's parents, their grandparents. It was a respect thing. We might have been punks, but that's so-and-so's dad. I don't fuck with him. Or, you knew repercussions and you also knew respect.
Right.
And now you get all these transplants coming in from other areas going, I'm from Oakland, fuck everybody. And then on top of that, now they got their kids and they were raised their certain ways with no respect, no hope, and just wanting, and with different ideals, and they have no ties to the community they're in. They're going to cause a ruckus. Like they're going to really wreck shop with no responsibility and no respect. And so you're seeing that shit, and it just keeps pushing it. So
you're saying like areas like Vallejo is where disinfected. I mean,
but I'd say Vacaville, Vacaville. You can go as far as like. And again, some of these people.
What's the other city called? American.
American Canyon. Well, American Canyon is the nice part of Vallejo. Basically, it's right before Napa.
Yeah.
It's the nice.
So they won't get touched. So.
Don't get me wrong. There's some crazy shit that happens, but for the most part, the police are like you are 1,000 times safer. Even though there was a shooting in the Safeway there.
Right.
But again, the police, they have the payroll, they have the funding, whereas Vallejo PD is short. And,
so you're saying the people that are coming from. That are getting pushed out. Oakland, San Francisco, Richmond, something like that. They go to Vallejo.
Yeah, because here's the thing too: is the further you go away from, because San Francisco and all the tech jobs and the jobs, and all the structures in Oakland that has the jobs, everybody doesn't want to commute there. So the cost to live in these areas is just through the freaking roof. The further you go north, it's still expensive, but it eases up a little each city.
Gotcha.
So you go Vallejo, Napa's going to be expensive, so you're not even going that way, plus the commute. You're going Vallejo down the freeway to Fairfield, which a lot of it's in Fairfield now. And you're starting to see Fairfield. We used to call Fairfield in the late 80s Squarefield.
Gotcha.
By the late 90s, Fairfield's hood.
Gotcha.
Some people would say almost, maybe more hood than Vallejo, but it's just
gotcha.
So Fairfield, and then you got what's it called, Vacaville, which is where all the Vallejo people that were my generation moved to. It's like Vallejo Junior now. All the adult Vallejo people go to Vacaville or Dixon, or even Dixon. Right. When I was playing football, Dixon, we used to play Dixon. It was farmland back there. It was farms, and it was mostly like when we played Dixon. And again, it was mostly like the high school was mostly probably 90% Mexican. It was like migrant workers, farm workers, stuff like that. And then you got UC Davis, which is about 20 minutes from Dixon, and then you got from UC Davis is about 15 minutes to Sacramento. And Sacramento is a whole nother world. Sacramento, for people that really know, Sacramento used to be like country almost, and almost more LA-ish, than being a relative of the Bay Area. I mean, it's Northern California, so it's all love. But in the same token, I remember when I first got out there, and it was weird too. When I got to Sac, or the trips I used to make to the mall when I was in high school, or when I went there in college, it was weird because they had the first Del Taco, and there was no other Del Tacos in the Bay, but they had it up there. They had some LA stuff. It just seemed like it was more LA-ish than than the Bay Area. But that's where I'd say people move, or they go far out to like Modesto, where Lambert used to live and stuff. They go out that way, and they commute in, which is still.
Or they go south and go to like Gilroy and some of that.
I mean, I guess Gilroy's like,
that's even further, but I mean,
but it's a farm town.
Yeah,
it's like a farm town.
Out of the farm town.
Yeah.
And then a lot of people go like,
well, it'd be too expensive
east.
if you're gonna say like, if you're gonna say San Jose or something.
They go south and east of San Jose.
Yeah.
Into like the north central.
But here's the thing. Yeah, I mean, you got a lot of farm.
Yeah.
So there's not like huge housing communities out there, but I mean, Gilroy, but then you got Santa Cruz, and again, Santa Cruz is another pricey one. You're overpaying for Santa Cruz, you're overpaying for San Jose, and then the funny thing is it loops around, and that's where you got your Modestos, your Tracy's, your Stocktons, and then Sacramento over that way, which is crazy how it all loops around, depending on the freeway,
Okay.
But
Anyway, all right. Well, let's switch to another subject. Back to our boy P Diddy.
Diddy time, baby.
We got to have a segment on him. All right. So they just found out why they had so much bottles of baby oil.
now is this allegedly, or do we know
I
that
think
for
it's
sure?
still alleged.
It's still alleged.
Okay, so we're gonna say allegedly.
Yeah.
But this is allegedly. These baby oils bottles had traces of GHB in it.
Yep.
That
Nick,
is-
what's GHB?
So GHB is it's a cat tranquilizer actually, and
Also known as the date rape drug, right?
yeah, date rape drug, yeah, definitely. Which is very interesting because and
That
like I
was
said,
what slipped in my drink in Scottsdale that time.
yeah, and which I don't. Here's the thing: is I thought it could only be ingested orally and not topical, but maybe I'm wrong. I need to do some research on that to see if, because I'm like, why the fuck are they wasting all this GHB on this baby oil where you rub it in? So I'm assuming it is. You can. I'm assuming you can rub the shit in. So that's why they had so much baby oil, because they rub folks down and then they get all loosey goosey and shit like that, along with the shit they were slipping in their drinks and shit like that. But they've had new fucking lawsuits come out. According to this one attorney that's out of Houston. See, this is okay. So this is where I'm having a problem with this. I get it. This is when you're going to get into some allegations are true. Some people are just piling on just so they can do a money grab, shit like that. So supposedly 60 men, 60 women came out and filed a lawsuit, or going to be filing a lawsuit against Diddy. Some as
But
young
he
as,
once told me the world was. Oh, my bad.
Yeah, but if
some as young as when the alleged victim had happened when they were 9. And so I'm like, fuck. I'm like, I don't know how old they are now, but this shit happened at 9 years old. First of all, where the fuck were your parents? Okay. Because if my 9-year-old son or daughter come to me
We
and
bring this up every episode.
said, no, for real.
No, I feel you.
My 9 or, I mean, we talk about like teenagers, right? But we're talking about 9 or 10, bro. Like
hey, look at all the kids who are hanging out with Michael Jackson, 9 or 10.
well, I mean, allegedly, fucking nobody really.
Yeah, I mean, that's the craziest part.
There was no lawsuits against MJ. You know what I'm saying?
Whether you're talking Corey Feldman, whether you're talking Webster, whether you're talking even Aaron Carter, rest in peace. Aaron Carter went to bat saying his mom tried to set that shit up. So I mean,
Yeah. I don't. I mean, I've heard stories about fucking, Michael Jackson talking about pussy all day. You know what I'm saying? I in his real voice, not the shit that he's saying and stuff like that. But that's something else. But just staying on the Diddy topic is, the law. Here's the thing: he claims that they have audio, text messages, and all the stuff like that. My thing is that, and they're talking about there are going to be corporations that are involved and stuff like that. Is
Don't forget video.
yeah, but okay, this is what I don't like. Okay, and this one I don't like is because it gets muddled for the real victims. This is me. When you see ambulance chasers, fucking, he goes on there. He's doing this to be, or this is a hot topic. I can get on there. I can do a press conference. Now I'm gonna get more clients from this. Say he only fucking comes out with 20 lawsuits.
What if a podcast wants to talk about Diddy to get more, viewers?
But no. We're supposed to.
Take that.
No. We are not. We're not here getting paid from people coming.
What? We're not getting paid? All right. Good night, folks.
But no. Real talk. We're not sitting in here trying to get paid from this shit. This cat's going out on national television, saying, "Hey, I'm getting paid." I'll give you an example. I mean, we had it. We had it in this last fucking presidential election. Stormy Daniels' fucking lawyer comes out, and to me, it was all about this cat. It wasn't about his fucking client Stormy Daniels. It was about him. You know what I'm saying? And then come to find out, this motherfucker get caught up on some fucking fraudulent shit, and he gets fucking disbarred and fucking goes to jail. You see what I'm saying? So it's just, I don't know. It's just like.
People are gonna come out the woodwork. People are gonna come out with their own agendas.
Yeah.
People are gonna try to get in where they fit in.
Right.
But the bottom line is, man, are we ever gonna hear any justice being done for the victims, because this shit's just the same fucking story over and over, recycled again. It's the you know, obviously it's the fucking, what's it called? I can't even think of his name right now. The Giselle Maxwell crony, Epstein, you know, it's Epstein, it's Giselle Maxwell, it's, and now it's Diddy, and I'm sure it's gonna be somebody else, and we'll talk about that in a second. But at the end of the day, all we're hearing about is them and sensationalism, like distractions right now. We're not even hearing any victims getting compensated. We're not hearing any victims, you know, actually anybody, any of the other perpetrators being arrested ever.
I got a question for you. I mean, you brought up Epstein, okay? So they actually have Epstein's list. They got.
Remember they were supposed to release it?
Yeah, and it's never fucking come out.
Didn't even some officials say they were going to release the shit?
Yeah, but it's never fucking come out there, right?
It's a fucking joke.
But then you got fucking
they leak
Diddy.
it though. They leak it.
But then you got Diddy, and now you got all these videos and tapes, and we're gonna come out with these lips.
But have they? Have they?
But they're saying they will.
There's rumors.
Again, just like they said Epstein will. Until we believe it, until we see it, I don't believe shit.
Supposedly there's like videos that are circulating around Hollywood that people are shopping. And a lot of celebrities have seen them. And I'm like,
I'll just say this, man. I do think it went on.
Yeah.
I think Pizzagate went on. I think a lot of crazy shit that people's minds can't comprehend has gone on and continues to go on. I'm just trying to figure out what the real reason is, other than distractions. Or about 10 shows ago, I said, when you're, you know, well, what do you think? I go, it could be just to keep chipping away at the layers of morality until we accept the shit. I mean, because it's kind of funny if you look at the timing. Remember the last election? There was the big Q movement. QAnon, remember? And they were talking about underground tunnels and, you know, and all this shit. And I do believe a lot of that shit goes on, but they make it so extreme and so crazy that people were like spewing it out. And then, you know, now they have to go run and hide because they're like, remember all that crazy stuff he used to say? And again, we don't know if it's proven true or not. In theory, you know, I mean, I believe it, you know, I believe it to a degree, to, you know, whatever. And I believe this world's way sicker than we can even fucking imagine. And there's way more level of depths they've been hiding to us and programming us to avoid. So now we were at Diddy with the list and the people and everything else. And one, it makes me wonder, what are they distracting us from? Two, how is this going to affect us not only now, 6 months from now, 6 years from now, 60 years from now? And what's that going to, how much is the society going to be even more eroded from all this shit? You know, when they realize that the people they looked up to, because think about it. I'm a lack of a better term. We live in a fucking dick riding society.
Yeah, but what I'm saying, or okay, you said that.
Let me just finish my thought.
Okay, go ahead.
We live in a fucking dick riding society to where people put people on a poster, they idolize them, they worship them, and now they got to come to terms with these people are doing all this crazy shit. I would hope you fucking don't fucking support them anymore, personally. You know, and in fact, if their names are being thrown out there, why aren't they defending themselves? Like, why shouldn't? I'm not going to pick on one person necessarily. If I had all the names, I'll throw them out. But why didn't anybody sit there? If my name was thrown out in Epstein or whatever, I'm going to sit there and go, hold on a second. You know, y'all motherfuckers better know I didn't do that shit, whatever, you know. It's like a game within a game, and I don't know who's, you know, running all the shit. It doesn't make sense. It's not, again, it's not the playbooks that common sense would, you know, again, common sense isn't common, but it just doesn't make sense. It's not the playbooks I would run. So now I got to sit here and just go, what's the real reasons?
But then let me rebuttal that, Mitch, or give the other side of that. Yeah. If you do address it, don't you breathe life into it?
I think it depends on how you address it. But at the end of the day, I think you got to be willing to take that shot because it's your name. Like again, it's I don't know, man. I just think it's funny because it's all these claims that come out here, and there's not one defamation of anything, anywhere. Like Will Smith, and you know, oh, we're gonna do all this, sue me, Will, and then nothing happens on that stuff. Jaguar Wright saying a bunch of stuff. Nobody's suing her.
Now she's looking like a genius.
I remember when people. Here's how funny it is. Here's how far removed and how more open-minded we are. Do you guys remember the group B2K? B2K. Remember their manager and the Raz B dude was saying that the manager raped them and Marcus Houston raped them and all this stuff. Yeah. And we're sitting there, and there were people sitting there. I go, I believe that shit. Yeah. Back then, people, oh, he's crazy. He's a crazy person. He's this and this. Now we've evolved to where you look in the comments of anything you look in there, and don't run. Keep in mind, comments can be bots, comments can be paid for, all this other stuff. But I like to look at the comments to see where the wave is going. You know, a lot of times I go against the wave, but I'm looking here and there's a lot of people that are open-minded and expressing themselves now that were not, they were so close-minded just, 4 years ago, 2 years ago, definitely 10 years ago. And now all of a sudden they're up to the possibilities. Like some of the shit that people are reading, that I'm reading is fucking crazy. It's, and again, I'm glad people are open-minded. They need to be open-minded to the fact also that the way they're telling it might not be the way it happened, Yeah. But again, it's just interesting how far we've come with this shit, how sensationalism, it's being, how people were so close-minded 10 years ago, 20 years ago. Now they're the ones leading the pack going, talking about it like it's a trendy topic. And I think that's going to lead to places. Some of it might be good, but if there's no arrests, if there's no victims getting compensated, if there's nobody really getting in trouble, what the fuck are we here for?
Well, I mean, I think we're already starting to see it spread to other aspects of, we had the Me Too movement, and now you have Diddy, and now we're seeing, we have another big name that is being accused in a totally different genre, country music.
Right.
You got Garth Brooks being accused by his makeup and hair, someone that did his makeup and hair saying that he raped her and, exposed himself to her and all this other stuff.
I guess the question we have is, does Garth Brooks really have friends in low places?
He was trying to put. He was trying.
I don't know. I mean,
how many more?
But
everybody knows the weird shit's been going on in Hollywood for years and years and years.
I got you, but okay, when does it get to a point? When you keep like dumping and dumping and dumping and dumping, when does it get to a point where you kind of like
shut it up?
Yeah, you kind of numb to the situation, like. Yeah, I guess maybe whatever.
That's my point.
Or you get numb to it.
You get. What's funny is at a certain point.
Or desensitized.
This is what I said 10 shows ago, bro. Like seriously, I'm gonna keep hearing it. I'm aware of it. I just don't want to deal with it. I can't deal with it today. It's almost like you're procrastinating on your own thoughts. Right.
It's actually made me like not like music and entertainment.
Oh, me too.
I
hate all these.
I don't want to be like, oh, I like this actor because who knows next week if he's going to be the guy that they're bringing up on charges or is diddling kids or some shit.
I'll take it a step further. I don't care about your concerts.
Yeah.
I don't care about your movies. I really don't. The only person I'm standing solid by, and I hope it's not the case, like if they do projects, right now is Denzel.
Yeah.
That's like the one only person. And he said, I leave the parties by midnight. He goes, leave the parties before the devil gets there. And again, I don't know. But I still, in my mind.
Him and Keanu Reeves. I've heard nothing but good from Keanu Reeves.
I'll just say this, though.
You sure?
Yeah. I'll just say this. I'll even have to say, though.
I did hear he's a time traveler, but.
I heard that rumor, too. But I'll tell you this.
But he might be a good time traveler.
I don't know. He's sucking the blood out of his wife.
I think everybody that's in part of the system is guilty by association. I hate to be that way, but I think so.
I love that you just brought that up. Here's my question. Okay. So they got this list of the people that went to the party, right? Say you got invited to it, man. And I'm going to ask you this.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
10 years ago, 5 years ago, you got invited. You knew Puff, Puff Daddy through, associate or something like that. You got invited to his party, right?
Yeah.
But you left at 11 or 12 o'clock, and the freakiness didn't start going on until 2 or 3.
Let's take it.
Hold on. Because he brought that guilty by association part. So your name is on this list now, right? Your name is on this list with, Mr. Titano went with, XYZ to fucking this white party and stuff like that. And now you're on that list, but you didn't do a motherfucking thing. Yeah. So are you guilty in the eyes of
first of all, this is exactly what we just talked about. I'm going to sit there and I'm going to address it head on and go, you know what? I was at that party. I went at 11:45, and guess what? Nobody's going to have this ever. Period.
Well, let's say this. You went to the party. You got a little tipsy. All of a sudden, you start seeing some people making out or getting naked and doing shit. Are you like, oh, I'm disgusted? If you didn't know that there was anything nefarious behind it, you didn't know maybe they were getting drugged or they were paid or things. Right. You just see some hot people getting naked at a party, and you're a single guy and you're there. Are you really going to be like, oh, this is wrong, let me leave?
Right. And that could be a regular party that you're talking about. Like there could be shit that's going on there that's 100 times different. Which I'm sure.
But there could be, I'm not talking like the satanic or the ritual shit or some of the crazy, whatever stuff going on. I'm just talking about like you're at a party, all of a sudden some people start getting naked, there's some hot girls walking around topless.
I mean, has that even? I mean, we're assuming this though, right?
Assuming.
I'm having to.
But I'm just saying, if I was at a party like that, would I be like, oh, there's a couple of people getting naked, I'm leaving?
Yeah.
Or would I be like, oh, this is a crazy party?
Yeah, right.
I mean, it depends. I mean,
it's where the line's drawn to where it gets to like.
If it's P Diddy and Usher and Chris Brown, I'm out.
Yeah, no, if it's three,
like what Suge Knight said, I'm on the same boat as what he said
I got
what he got quoted as saying.
But I'm sure there was plenty of industry parties that weren't pumped up. I mean, just look at Pac's I Get Around. You know what I'm saying? That was that video was a whole party. You know what I'm saying? That was a pool party. It was a pool party that was everybody's at. You telling me motherfuckers ain't upstairs getting,
of course. Or how about this? How about this one? I mean, the Dr. Dre, what's it called? Snoop Dogg, Dr. Dre came through with a gang of Tanqueray. Exactly. This shit's been going on forever.
Right.
It's just a little different because now we understand a little bit more, or we're getting a clearer picture of, based on people's allegations and based on what people are saying, of what's going on.
I think it's a fine line where it may cross into a regular fucking expose party to downright.
Once you start paying people to be there
and violently,
and then you're filming it and you're maybe blackmailing people and for what you need. But I'll just say this: if I was at a party and then J-Lo and Beyonce are there walking around naked, I'm probably not.
How's everything walking around naked?
I'm just saying.
But he's true though. I ain't going nowhere.
Like we have no I'm sure that's what but it's like I don't know, it's just funny to me.
Listen, I ain't going nowhere. J-Lo walking around naked. I'm being real.
Let's see what's gonna happen to this shit.
And then all of a sudden today, you touch that what's it called, that baby oil next to you. Now you're walking around backwards.
Hey, and I'm just
you're walking around backwards.
I just hear in my ear, take that.
Nah, fuck all that.
I think Nick likes hearing that. Take that.
That's the bullshit.
Hey, you might wake up in your front yard. And people are charging your cards in Scottsdale. You never know.
Yeah, that's true.
Hey,
all right. So we're almost out of time, but I do want to.
I told you we would not have enough time to cover this. We didn't even talk about Garth Brooks.
No, talk about that. You want to touch on it real quick?
All I was gonna say is like there's more to the Garth Brooks stuff. Like I mean, at least allegedly. Like I'm just been I guess there's people that have been missing at some of his concerts.
Yeah. So every concert that he has, in every city in every state, someone has come up missing, and it coincides with that. It coincides with all of his fucking concerts. Someone was reported missing on every fucking tour date he has ever. So my thing is, they're trying to circle back around and say, is Garth Brooks a serial killer?
Allegedly.
I mean, or is there a Garth Brooks fan?
Yes.
Or somebody that's on tour, a roadie.
A roadie,
security guard. Is there something,
Or maybe Garth Brooks
manager
likes flesh and they got to get a body for him each.
I mean, we're like
he did put on some weight,
All I know is, I'm curious to see more details. I'm gonna go down the rabbit hole because I heard that just some of the comments and some of the people they're saying that there's some crazy stuff. Like there's some stuff that if you dig deep enough, you'll be questioning things. So I mean, I definitely got to look into that. And keep in mind, we're not hoping. At least I'm not hoping that this is the case.
Bro, we're
not hoping anybody's getting hurt. But
we don't
we're speaking on it.
But what I'm saying is just
on Hollywood,
our whole fucking
the entertainment industry and all the weird
fucking
shit.
blow up. That's all I'm saying. This shit would be crazy as fuck. All right, man. But hey, go down the rabbit hole. Let's see, because I'd love to talk about this again on the show.
Yeah.
Because let's find out. Let's look at some of his tour dates and let's see some missing people on there. And fuck, like you said, maybe it's a groupie that's fucking going around and following around Garth Brooks and killing folks along with his concert.
Maybe it's a ritual to make sure he has a good concert that night. Spill some blood for the.
I remember when we didn't talk this much conspiracy at the start a year ago.
We morphed, baby. We morphed. Yeah. It's all good though. All right, man. Coming to end the show. Give me your thought of the day. Greedy, give me something.
My thought of the day is, there's a lot of crazy shit going on in the world, but there are some good things too. So try not to focus on the bad and focus on the good stuff. Because, there's so much craziness going on that I think a lot of times people get so wrapped up in it and so consumed in it that they miss out on the good parts of life and the good things in life. So, it's okay to be vigilant and understand that there are crazy bad things going on in the world, but you also have to say it's, sometimes there's this stuff that's out of your control. So you might as well not focus on that and focus on the stuff that you can control and the good things in your life.
There you go. Boom, boom.
I'm gonna agree to a degree with Nick. I'm also gonna kind of, not necessarily disagree, but just bring up another point or a counterpoint.
Right.
And I was gonna make this point anyway. Mike Tyson had a saying, everybody has a plan till they get punched in the mouth. Well, first of all, make sure you have a plan. There's a lot of crazy shit going on in this world right now. We didn't get a touch on it today. The Bank of America stuff, with the Verizon stuff, the stuff in Georgia, all sorts of shit going on, right? That we want to talk on, so definitely get ready for the next episode. Unfortunately, we're out of time, but prepare yourselves. I mean, again, it doesn't have to be a negative thing. Prepare yourselves. Me personally, and I'm gonna be honest, and I don't want to scare anybody. I don't want to say anything else, but I think some major shit's going down within the next year to 5 years. I've said it a few times,
But don't buy up all the toilet.
I've said, within a year to 5 years, some major shit's going down.
Right.
And so with that said, start figuring out where are you gonna get your food from? What if the grid went down? How are you gonna communicate with your family? What if someone's stuck in traffic? I mean, it sounds silly, but man, game plan this shit out. And figure out if you have kids, where are your kids going to go if they're at school and something happens? You guys got to get on the same page because you don't want to have the first fire drill during the fire. So, and then also how are you going to protect your home? You got to start thinking about that, the foods, the waters, again, the communication lines, and then also you and your family and friends, how are you going to protect what's yours? And how are you going to be self-sufficient if things were worst case scenario? And the great thing about this is if you're prepared for this, if it never happens, that's even better.
All right. You heard the man. Make sure your ass is prepared. All right. Oh, fuck, man. I hate doing this. I hate going last because I always forget my fucking thought of the day, and then it comes back to me.
Take your vitamins, eat your Wheaties, baby.
I don't know. My fucking cognitive's been. That's what I should say. Make sure you fucking take your vitamins because I say if you watch this man right here, bro, you have about 13 bottles of vitamins.
Yeah.
He ain't fucking around with his health, bro. He got his shit together. But no, for sure. We say take care of your health, man. I stick with about 6 bottles. This motherfucker got about 13. But anyway, take care of your health. I'll come with you another story next week. We love you. We're out.